Friday the 17th of June, and I'm at Store Street Garda Station here in Dublin 1 with the first of 3 letters that I have to deliver today. And now I'm delivering the second of the 3 letters. There's a letter there for the proprietor. I'll be protesting outside here shortly. It's a letter for the proprietor. Now we're at the headquarters of the so-called independent Garda Ombudsman's office here, and this is the 3rd of my letters now being delivered, and I'll do a little update when I come out. Good morning. Letter for the CEO.
That's okay, I'll post it. If you can just sign in here.
Thank you. Lovely job.
So you're submitted by not received by someone. Thank you.
Good stuff. Thank you very much. Sorry. Thank you. Like I was saying, this is Garda Ombudsman's office, and as you can see here, inquiry, independence, impartiality. In relation to a number of cases, I could go into a few cases, but in relation to one in particular, we'll deal with the one that I'm dealing with just now, which is on 14th of August 2014. I was assaulted in the Spar shop on O'Connell Street. Gardaí were late coming to the scene. That was investigated by Garda Síochána themselves, and they found nothing wrong in the late response of coming to the scene. But anyway, when they eventually did come, they went downstairs and they viewed the CCTV footage, and I spoke to them and I informed them that I was assaulted on the premises during an unprovoked attack. I was having a cup of coffee with my back turned when I was approached, and from there it escalated. And part of the escalation was caused by the proprietor of that shop himself when he got involved in this, and he didn't call security. Gardaí were a long time coming to the scene. So this man, the proprietor, I believe he was, took matters into his own hand, and it resulted in me being assaulted and himself being assaulted. Now when I followed up on the case, no Gardaí contacted me. When I followed up on the case, I was informed that the suspects involved in this unprovoked assault on me were arrested, and I waited and no Gardaí contacted me. So eventually I said I reported it. I reported first the late arrival of Garda Síochána, the delay in getting to the scene, and then after that, when they cleared themselves on that, I reported the whole matter, why they hadn't investigated. And I said that was the 14th of August 2014. What we have now is we have this so-called independent ombudsman has sent my complaint to, initially it was referred to as Dan Donnelly in the Bridewell, and when I made contact with the Bridewell, I was informed that Dan Donnelly had been transferred to Coolock Garda Station, and that Inspector John Bates was now taking over the investigation, and that Dan Donnelly, I was assured by John Bates, had nothing at all now to do with this investigation. So I got this recent letter stating that the GSOC were contacted by Dan Donnelly and said that Gardaí were going to be interviewed on the 20th of June in relation to this. Now how this is happening, again a mystery. as Dan Donnelly, I've been informed, is not in this case at all. But anyway, going back to Inspector Bates. Inspector Bates is based at the Bridewell. The Bridewell, Mountjoy Garda Station and Store Street are both Central Division, North Dublin, and those three Garda stations have the same Chief Superintendent, who is based at Store Street Garda Station, and his name is Pat Leahy. So what we have here now is when a complaint is put into GSOC, they send the complaint to the very same Gardaí who the complaints are being made against. And how can they call this independent? So I've informed them now in this letter here that after this whitewash investigation, I don't know how they can call this an investigation, so after this is done or completed and the whitewash is complete and they've exonerated themselves again in this matter, I will be taking up protests at the shop, Spar shop in O'Connell Street, at Store Street and at Garda headquarters in Phoenix Park. So we can highlight this, what's going on here. Gardaí are investigating Gardaí. Now it's bad enough having Gardaí from outside the Central Division, North Central Division, investigating it. That would be bad enough. But these people, as you can see on the letter, it's going right back to their own Chief Superintendent, their own Gardaí in the same Central Division. Now, if it wasn't so serious and people were being assaulted and investigations were not carried out by Gardaí, proper investigations, and in this case none at all, it would really be a joke. But not being policed by Garda Síochána is far from being a joke. There's also other matters that I'll be dealing with in time, where a member of my family was framed by Garda Síochána, Pierce Street Garda Station, Garda Derek Brereton, Garda Brazil. We have another one where same member of my family was mugged at knife point a few months ago, and the matter was reported. His phone was taken, his cash, whatever else, I don't know the full details, and quite simply it was reported to Store Street immediately that night. Young lad, very shaken, and Denise Sweeney is in charge of that, and we're still waiting for this young lad to actually be taken in to make a statement. So no investigation, nothing has been carried out. They haven't looked into it obviously because they haven't taken a statement, so they can't unless there's a statement there's no crime recorded. So this is what they're doing. There's also other cases here as well within Garda that I have within Garda Síochána as well. I had an assault witnessed by Inspector Joe O'Leary and other Garda members of Store Street at the Pro Cathedral on the 17th of March 2015. A Garda member at Store Street was allocated this case, and I was told I would be contacted and that she would be dealing with the matter. Again, I'm still waiting. So this is what we have now in Ireland at the moment within Garda Síochána and GSOC. Cover up, conspiracy, everything, and they think that somehow, you see them on TV now, and the Garda Commissioner and the Assistant Commissioners and saying Gardaí are changing and this is happening and that's happening. There's fuck all changing here. All they're doing is trying to cover their tracks. They're looking for more money and they're looking for more people on the street, and the reason that there's no Gardaí on the street or not the amount we need, in Garda stations closing down, is they're that caught. They're all on office duty and paperwork, covering up all this fucking shit that they're creating themselves. They're not policing the people here in Ireland at all. It's not happening, and politicians are not changing it. Nothing is being looked into in GSOC, and the way this is being, all these complaints are being investigated. So we the people ourselves will have to bring changes here and do something about it. And as we've seen by the news yesterday, we can see how happy the people of Ireland are within Garda Síochána. They're not fucking happy at all, and no wonder they're not happy.